Hey, Chris Parks here at Atlantic Coast Mortgage. Just wanted to share something really quick with you that just came to mind. I was working with somebody who is looking to buy a condo, and condos can be a little tricky, especially with FHA loans. The reason why, now this is a beautiful condo. You can probably see some of it over here on the screen. It's a beautiful condo listed very aggressively, and the payment, everything works just fine. Now, if you're doing this condo with an FHA loan, it gets to be a little bit of a challenge for you because I have to go to the condo association and actually look them up to make sure that the association, in essence, is approved by FHA. There's a very specific condo list that they have to abide by. It doesn't mean that you can't get the financing, because sometimes we can do a spot approval on it, but you do need to know that FHA financing for condos can be very difficult because of several things. The main one, so just the main concept behind condos that's an issue is that when you're in a condo association, and this one is apartment number 709, I don't know how many apartments or condos are actually in this entire subdivision. You can see that there's, per the picture, there's quite a few in here in each one of these units. So there's, let's just say there's 100 condos in the entire association. When you buy a condo, you're 1/100th of an owner, if there's 100 of them, of the entire premise. So you don't really own the land, you really just own kind of what's inside the walls of the condo. The reason why that's a big deal is because if 10% of the people are not current on their HOAs or on their homeowners associations, you may not have enough to take care of the painting on the outside, or the heating and cooling units that you see right over here, or the roof, or the penetration of the water that goes into the building itself. And so this is actually a pretty big deal. And a lot of this applies to conventional as well, but it's not nearly as big a deal with conventional as what you're going to be finding with FHA. With FHA, you have to be on a condo approved list. You might have to do a spot approval. So these are big deals. Now with conventional, it is a little bit different, but I'll talk about that in another video. But keep in mind that, you know, the biggest challenge with this is going to be that you don't own things, and that if they're behind on their association dues, in essence, you're not able to finish doing the work on the house. And so the risk that the bank perceives when you're dealing with something like that is significant, especially if the HOA doesn't have significant reserves in their budget. So keep that in mind as you're looking at condos, because condos can play an essential role in making something. If you love the condo, obviously this is a really nice looking space. The kitchen is tremendous. So the place is actually a beautiful one when it comes to that, and altogether it has some great functions. But just keep in mind that that's the biggest issue, is that a condo has to show reserves. We have to get the budget. It's until we get the budget, we really don't even know if this condo is going to be approved. There's a lot of nuances with that, but these are some of the basics. Anyway, hope that's helped. Never too busy for you or your referrals, so thank you for the opportunity.